So in previous examples they have asked this question, explain JavaScript alert confirm prompt methods with an example, 10 marks question, right? So it is asked by your VTU. So now we have discussed this alert, confirm and prompt. These we can also call pop-up boxes. What we can call pop-up boxes. Okay, let's see some examples on these boxes, using these boxes. Okay, here I have a task. What kind of task it is? Enter your name. It should be appear in prompt box. I mean you have to use prompt box. Then after typing your name, so basically prompt box what will do? It will accept the user input. It will accept the user input, right? So after typing your name, it has to display back with the help of which box? In alert box. Alert box. Here we are using two box. One is prompt, another one is alert. I will show you demo how to use these keywords. Okay. Now all of you see carefully. First you have to open the one HTML file, simple HTML file. Here you have to design a page like this using HTML tags. One is body and h1 I am using here, right? Now the task is, here I want to perform this kind of task, that is using a prompt, enter your name. I have to print my name in prompt box. So first I will write one prompt message. Here I will write enter your name. All of you see carefully. Now simply I am writing here prompt enter your name. So run this file. What you will get the output. Everyone seeing this, right? Now here what is asking? In prompt box it is asking enter your name. So here you have to type your name using keyboard. So now I will type my keyword, my name XYZ. I will type my name. After typing my name, I have to send this input to the server, right? So here I will click OK. If I click OK means what? I am sending this name to web browser. So simply I am clicking OK. Okay, it is accepted. But where is your output? Any output is displaying in this web page? You have given your name XYZ. See again. Here I will type XYZ. Then my name, it has to display my name XYZ, right? So after clicking OK, it is not displaying here. Why it is not displaying? We are not writing that code. We didn't write. To write that code, again open this. Here you have simply written one line. In prompt box, enter your name. You have written, right? Now I want to store this name, what I am typing, I want to store. See here XYZ I am writing. Now after typing here XYZ, then if I click on OK, it has to accept, it has to store. What store? XYZ should store on one variable, isn't it? To store that variable, here we have to define one variable name. Here we have to define one variable name. How to define a variable name? How to declare a variable names in JavaScript? Using which keyword? Don't know. Var keyword, you know about var keyword? var. With the help of var keyword only we have to declare a variable. See, var. Now the next word is what? Create one variable. Declaring variable, you have to use this keyword var. Now here you have to assign one variable name, right? Like you have created int mca, int aitm. Similarly here var followed by variable name. Here variable name I will take del. This is my variable name, del. Then here I am assigning the value. Here assign, how to assign a value. Enter your name. After typing your name, should be stored it on this variable. To store this variable, here you have to use what? Equal operator. Now you got this logic. Everyone answer, yaar. Don't sit simply. I am helping to you only. This is not my task, but even though I am helping to you, once you understand this concept, then later concept will become very easy. Who are not understanding, please ask me. Who are understanding, you please say yes. So now enter your name. What I am typing here, this name should be stored on variable del. Now we have rights to display our name, okay, with the help of this variable, that is del. Now to display this name, which statement should I use? To print any name or to print any message, which statement, which method I have to use in JavaScript? Document.write with the help of this message. Document.write. Here you can display your name, right? Here I will write my name is, then finish. Then which variable it is storing? In del. So here I will write del. Append plus, then which variable you are getting the value, then you have to assign the del. Now save it this. Just I am writing 2 lines. Save this file. Now you run. Now it is asking enter your name. See, I am typing my name. I will type this aitm mca. I am typing. Then if I click on OK, so what will happen? aitm mca will going to display. See, why it is not displaying? Something went wrong. See, I have typed mistake. I have typed here document. Document spelling is correct here. Now this should be, yeah, very good. So now we have to make document dot write. Now see, run this file. Here aitm mca. Now click on OK. It has to display my name is aitm mca. See, output is displaying here. Seeing this output, everyone? Yeah, we have used one box, that is prompt box. Then using prompt box we have displayed our message in web page. Instead of displaying in web page, I can also display a message in alert box. Do you aware about alert box? Alert, it will show the alert messages. So we have to display our name in alert. So how to use that box? Here one I have written document.write. Next I will take which box I have to use, alert. I am going to display my name in alert box. To display name in alert box, so how can I use that keyword? Simply you type alert is a keyword followed by what? Message. You have to display any message. Here I will display message like this. This is my name. Simple. How you have using in document.write, same way you have to use. This is my name. Then my name is storing on which variable? My name is storing on which variable? Del. Here we have to write del. Simple logic. Del. Then give this. Now what will happen here? I am using two kinds of statement. One is alert. After clicking OK button, immediately this line will going to execute. In which box? In alert box. After clicking OK button, now you will get document.write my name is Del. It will also display in web page and it is also display in alert box. Let's see. Now it is asking enter your name. I will type MCA. Now click on OK. See, it is displaying in pop-up box, alert box. Alert box has only how many buttons? Alert box has only one button. Very good, that is OK. Now message is displayed here. This page says this is my name. I have written this is my name. Then I am printing my name here, MCA. MCA comes dynamically, automatically it is displaying. So here I have given two boxes demo, right? Which box you are using here? Which box? Which box it is? Prompt box. So in prompt box you have to type what? Enter a number. In prompt box you have to type enter a number. So after typing 20, say if you have typing 20, then what will happen? The number is positive. What you have typed? Here you have typed 20. 20 is a positive number. 20 is a positive number, so it has to display. In which box? It may be alert box or it may be in document part. Choice is yours. Okay. Now to write a code for that, first we need script. Then followed by next line is what? Next line, declare one variable, right? Yeah, using var keyword, declaring one variable, right? Now prompt enter a number. We are writing enter a number. Here it has to come enter a number in prompt box. Now it has to store on one variable. So var n1, I am using variable n1. Now the next task is what? I want to identify whether this number is positive or negative or equal to 0. So these three conditions I have to use. To use this condition, first I will use one condition, that like this: if variable n1 greater than 0. How to identify whether it is positive number or negative number? Based on this condition, isn't it? Where you are assume n1 has now value 20 greater than 0. So what is the message you have to display? This number is positive. Yeah, this number is positive. That you have to write in printf statement. So what kind of printf statement here you have to use to print a message? This is a positive number. Document dot write the number is positive. The number is positive, right? Suppose if you type here minus 20 or something, if you type minus 20 using minus, so in that case it has to display which message? Negative number. This is a negative number. Yeah. So suppose if you type 0 number, so if you type 0 number, it has to display n1 equal to 0. Here one more, LSIP ladder. Have you remember LSIP ladder? We have used in Java program, that is displaying grading system. In that example we have seen here this example, right? Here I am using LSIP ladder. Else if n1 equal to 0, in this case it has to display message the number is 0. Else n1 less than 0 or n1 is not equal to 0, in that case it has to display what? This is negative number. That we have to write in else part. This is number is negative. Okay, see how to write a code for this. Now here I will delete this message, right? Now enter here, instead of writing your name, here what I have to write? Enter a number. Enter a number. Now I have stored that number in Dell, right? So next task is what? Here am I apply condition? Say yes or no. Next line is what? Condition, right? If which variable I am comparing? Del greater than 0. If greater than 0, what I have to print? Document dot write number. Kiran, understanding? Number is positive. Close the bracket. Then if I type 0, I am not typing positive number, negative number. If I type 0, so it has to display one message, right? So that's we have to use else if del equal to 0, then which message is it has to print? Document dot write number is 0. Here we have to write 0. Finish. Now suppose if I type less than or not equal to 0, so in that case it has to display what? Negative number. Else number is negative, right? So we have written three conditions. One is del greater than 0, del equal to 0, or else both the conditions false, then it has to display this is negative numbers. Three criteria we have, right? Let's run this file. Now it is asking here enter a number, right? Here I will type 20. First I will type 20. So what will happen in this case? See, number is positive. Got the answer? Now if I type 0, here, what will happen? What is the result? Number is 0. We'll get result number is 0. Now if I type negative number here, minus 900, or something. I will give big number. So in this case it has to display this is negative number. Number is negative. Correct. Now you are using how to use a prompt box and how to use document.write method and how to use some conditions in these JavaScript program. We'll move on to next task. Now the next one is check if a number is odd or even. Check number is whatever you are entering and that number is odd or even. To check the condition, I mean you are judging that number is odd or even, means 21 is what? 21 and 3 and 7. 3 and 7, these all are odd numbers, right? And 4 and 6, these all are even numbers. So how you are judging? So you have to give one condition. That condition is like this. Inside condition means you have to use if statement. If condition you have to give. Num is nothing but your variable name. You can give any name here. Num mod 2, I am using mod 2 operation. Mod 2 means what? We have to check reminder. Reminder here we have to check equal to 0. Then result is what here? What to print? If condition is true, then what to print? See, I will take 4 number. 4 divided by 2 I am performing 2 and divide this 4, 2 to the 4. Then what is the reminder here? What is the reminder? 0. And this operation, that is 0 equals 0. Condition is true or false here? True. It means 4 is even number. 4 is even number. Like this you have to calculate. Then you have to print the message using document.write number is even. Now write a program for this and send in WhatsApp group fast. Enter a number should be stored on del. Then take this del variable, applying the mod operation mod 2 equal to 0. Then document.write number is even or else number is odd. Let's say this output, what you will get. Now here it is asking number, so I will give number 3. First I will give number 3. Let's see what will happen. Number 3 is even or odd? Yes, it has to print odd. Number is odd. See here, output you are getting odd. Now if I type another number 200, 200 is even or odd? Even. So number is even. This is a sample output. Is it clear how to write a code for this? Simple, only how to use if statement followed by a true statement you have to write inside the if, then false statement you have to write inside the else part. Okay, now let's move on to next concept. Now another one we have, that is calculate the area of rectangle. Calculate the area of rectangle. You need how many variables here? This is a formula to calculate the area of rectangular. Width and height. Width and height, right? So how many variables you need? 3 variables. Okay, first you have to accept two numbers, right? Enter a width, one prompt box, enter a height, another prompt box. So declare a variables where width or whatever you can wish to give number, variable name you can give, where num1, okay, you can take n1 is equal to prompt enter a width, then next line where n2 prompt enter a height, then where area, you have to declare a variable name area, right, where area, then next line, that is fourth line, what you will write, area is equal to width star height. No need to use these brackets, you can directly write area is equal to width n1 star n2, then display the message in document.write. Will you try, or shall I give a demo for this code? What to do, will you write or shall I type in notepad? What to do, tell me fast, time is running. Will you write or you need a demo? So I will type. So first I'll delete this. Okay, now I need 3 variables, right? So I will take this variable name. Shall I take this variable name del? Are you comfortable with this variable name? Okay, del 1 I will take, variable del 1 enter width. I will type like this, instead of writing a number I will type enter width, finish. Then I will take another variable where del 2 prompt enter, here what should I type, enter height, enter a height. Now I need area to calculate the result, where area, then next line calculate the area. How to calculate area of rectangular, area is equal to del 1 star del 2, finish. Now result is calculated and store it on variable area, result is storing in here area. Now I want to print this result. How to print, using document.write, then here I will type area is, then plus variable name area. That's it. Have you understood this concept? Only you have to use this formula, then apply the prompt boxes. That's it. So now run. Yes, any spelling, where, yeah, this one, very good. Here I will, yeah, fine, thank you. Area, then we'll run this. See here it is asking enter a width, so I will give 2. Then if I click on OK, then again it will ask enter height. Here I am give 2. Now the answer is what? What is the area of rectangle? 2 into 2, 4. It has to display on result, area is 4. Now all of you see here, area is 4. Is it clear? So better today you have to practice these programs. Once you understood this concept, then only you are going to understand further concepts. Now this is a demo. Enter a width, enter a height, then area is 200. Here I am displaying in which kind of box? Can anyone tell me? Here I am displaying the result, area is 200. Which box I am using here? Is it confirm or a prompt, or which box it is? Can anyone identify this box? Can anyone identify this? Prompt box or alert box or confirm box? Which box it is? Alert. See here, you have only one button, that is OK. So displaying the result is area is 200, so it means it is alert box. So even you can also display a message in alert box also. Now in previous example we have displayed a result in where? In a document.write. Even I can also display this result in alert. Alert, same, area is, then plus area. That's it. So you will get the result in alert box. So run this. Here I am giving 2, then again I am giving 2, then I am getting the result in alert box. See here, area is 4. Area is 4. Then after clicking OK, then I have written there one line, that is document.write here, right? This will all, after clicking on OK button for this alert, then you will have the result here in web page. See, 2 statement you have written, that's why you are getting 2 kinds of results. So this is about alert box. Is it clear? Okay. Now the another one is important concept, Fibonacci series. We can say Fibonacci series or Fibonacci numbers. Question will ask, this is important program, please make it a mark it important. Using a prompt output, see what they are asking. Using a prompt output, the first n Fibonacci numbers, generate first n Fibonacci numbers or series, like this question will ask. So what do you mean by Fibonacci numbers or Fibonacci series? Fibonacci series are very, now for example I can say generate Fibonacci series 3. So if I here I am mentioning 3, means you have to generate 3 numbers. If I write 4, here you have to generate 4 numbers, right? Now I am telling to generate 3 Fibonacci series, so I need 3 numbers. I need 3 numbers, first number, second number, third number. So how you will get these Fibonacci series? Based on which concept? The concept means, now you understood, Fibonacci series 3 means you have to generate 3 numbers. Understood this concept? Now how to generate these numbers? Based on this concept, sum of previous 2 numbers. Sum of previous 2 numbers. So how to add these 2 numbers? That is important. Formula is saying sum of previous 2 numbers. You have to generate 3 numbers, but you need numbers, right? First number, which one is first number, which one is second number, and which one is third number. Very simple logic, try to understand here. Second thing you have to understand, sum of previous 2 numbers. Okay, number we need 3, so 3 numbers we have to generate. Then to generate these numbers we need sum of previous 2 numbers. So like this. What is the first number? We don't know. What is the second number? We don't know, isn't it? Do you know first number and second number? Don't know. So how to calculate previous of 2 numbers? Sum of previous 2 numbers. If I add this number and this number, then only I will get this number. But what are these numbers? Initial numbers. These all are nothing but, then this formula I have to use. 0. First number is what? Assume first number is 0. Compulsory. It's fixed. First number is what? To generate Fibonacci series, first number is what? 0. Then the next number is what? 1. Now you have 2 numbers. Will you generate this number? Third number, will you generate this third number with the help of add up previous 2 numbers, sum of 2 numbers. So what is the third number will come? 1. 0 plus 1 means what? 1. So this 0 I can name variable f1, and this 1 I can name variable f2, and this third number I want to generate, so this I can name variable f3. I mean Fibonacci 1, Fibonacci 2, Fibonacci 3. These all are variables. Now how to calculate this f3 here? Adding up these two numbers, 0 plus 1. So like this. So this you will going to calculate. How to calculate this? Adding up previous two numbers, f1 plus f2. What is the f1 value? 0. f2 value 0 plus 1, 1. That is your answer. This is Fibonacci series. How many numbers? 3. So 1, 2, 3. This is the answer. Fibonacci series of 3 means you are getting 0, 1, 1. If I say Fibonacci series of 4 here, what is the number here? Fourth number? 2. Here I want to generate fourth number. Instead of writing 3, I want to generate fourth number. So I need 4 numbers. So this number how can I get? Addition of previous two numbers, 1 plus 1. What is the result? 2. If I write 5, so what is the fifth number here? What is the fifth number?
f3 plus f4 3, sir.
Yes. So this is a main logic to understand Fibonacci series. Okay. So now this is something is a little bit different logic. So we will continue this logic in tomorrow class. Now all of you don't leave the meeting. Okay. Until I will tell. At that time you can leave. Now we will stop this class here. Time is up, right? So this one is important concept, and this is also your lab program. This is a lab program, so it is quite important, and little bit logic is there in this program. To understand this program, you have to know the knowledge of previous one that we have executed, that is a prompt and alert, right? So you have to very comfortable with those concept, then only you will going to understand this. After seeing this, then we will going to learn array concept. That is a very important concept in JavaScript. So try to understand and practice. Without practice you will not get. Repeatedly I am telling this because you are not answering the particular questions. That's why I am telling this one. Okay. Sujit and Kiran. Kiran left already. Kiran, Sujit.